Hey there, everyone. Today is day 4 of writing down things that I'm grateful for, and because these lists are getting longer and longer each day for 7 days, I'm gonna have less time to elaborate, or else this video would be hours long. So I'll get through this list a lot quicker, but also let me know, are you also doing this with me? Are you writing down a list of things you're grateful for? Were you writing down 20 things on day 1? Sorry, 10 things on day 1, 20 things on day 2, and 60 things on day 3? Let me know how it went. What's your process like? Are you having a good time doing this? Is it coming easy to you, or is it very difficult for you? Because if it's hard for you, like this is for me, that's a good thing, because that only means that you're proving to yourself you can do something that you think is tough for you to get through mentally. Because this whole act of writing things down, it might sound easy on paper, no pun intended, but I'm noticing the first couple of minutes when I'm stuck on like number 10 or number 11, but then all of a sudden I'm able to flow through this the longer it goes on. So here we go. All right. So, things I am grateful for, day 4. I had to write down 80 things. And so, the best thing that I did here was I just had to think about how would life be without these things, and just remember those were the things that I would write down, because life would suck without any of these things. All right, so here we go. Number 1, feet. Number 2, legs. 3, arms. 4, hands. 5, fingers. 6, microphones. 7, my mom. 8, my dad. 9, hearing. 10, a sense of smell. 11, walls. 12, roofs. 13, school, because it's pretty tough to not being able to read or write, and school teaches me that. I've got some things that I have a problem with overall with public education, but overall, life is better when you go through school as a kid than versus if you didn't. 14, pants. 15, underwear, because Lord knows if you have to wear pants without underwear, that would be uncomfortable as hell. 16, shirts. 17, jackets, especially when it's cold. 18, nail clippers, or else our nails would be just as long as Peter Griffin in that one Family Guy sketch where he has the long nails and answers the phone. Shout out if you know what I'm talking about, if you remember that episode. 19, speaking. Much easier to communicate when you can speak. 20, plants, especially when it comes to a lot of the food, the vegetables, beans, and just growing cotton so we have clothing. 21, soil, so those plants can grow. 22, seeds, so that so those plants can grow as well. 23, Kobe Bryant. 24, Steph Curry. 25, AKG, which makes such great headphones, and without them, it would be a lot more painful needing to put on headphones. Good quality headphones make a ton of difference, especially when you make YouTube videos like me. 26, grocery stores, because it's just nice to be able to go somewhere where you know the majority of food that you're going to need, you can get them there. I won't be able to make a comment or elaborate on every single one of these, like I said before, so here we go. 27, pajamas. 28, Paramore, specifically their song 26. Those lyrics inspired me during a very dark time in my life, and they gave me the will to live again. 29, Maggie Rogers, one of the newest musicians I started listening to a year ago. She inspires me to continue to learn to sing and write songs. 30, DC. 31, Marvel. They created two of the greatest universes that I'm a fan for life for. 32, Batman, my favorite DC character. 33, Spider-Man, my favorite Marvel character. 34, Bill Finger. 35, Bob Kane, who created Batman. 36, Steve Ditko. 37, Stan Lee, who created Spider-Man. 38, Jack Kirby, who just his contributions to creating all these characters is just amazing, and what an incredible artist he was. 39, James Gunn, not only for making Guardians of the Galaxy household characters, but also now for completely starting over this brand new universe. Go see that Superman movie if you are even remotely interested in Superman as a character at all. Go and watch it. 40, Kevin Feige, for pretty much making comic book movies matter. 41, Nintendo, because without them I never would have loved video games, because the Nintendo 64 was my first console ever. 42, Shigeru Miyamoto, for creating so many of those Nintendo characters. 43, entertainment in general, because life would be very boring without it. 44, creativity, especially in my case, being able to create songs, create videos, and just giving me and being creative just helps me become overall, inspires me to be a better person. 45, envelopes, because the mail would be a pain in the ass without them. 46, wallets, because who wants to carry a bunch of loose debit and credit cards in your pockets all day? 47, buildings. 48, pockets, because have you ever tried leaving the house without pockets? It sucks. 49, clean air, so I'm not coughing all the time. 50, air filters, which helps with allergies and just breathing easier. 51, water filters, so you don't get sick from dirty water. 52, just words. Like, just think about that for a second. Words. That's a big deal. 53, Sennheiser. Great creators of microphones. I've had this mic for 6 years. Never had issues with it. 54, Behringer. I might complain about the quality of this audio interface, but at the very least, they made one at a price point that I could afford back in 2019. 55, Dunlop. Creator of guitar picks, so many accessories. Their contribution to the world of making gear and accessories and equipment for musicians is just fantastic. 56, shampoo. 57, conditioner. 58, walking. 59, running. 60, bathrooms, because you wouldn't just want to take a shit on the floor. 61, history, so that you can appreciate where we've come from, but also look at possibly bad things that happen that you want to make sure they never happen again. 62, earbuds, because you wouldn't want to bring these full things with you because they can't fit in your pocket, and I don't like to carry around a backpack everywhere. Where was I? I was on earbuds. This is the first time that this list has gotten so damn long, I've forgotten where... Okay, there we go, 62 earbuds. 63, Logitech, because I wouldn't be able to create most of the videos I'm making, except for this one, which is ironic because I'm using the camera on my phone here. We were on Logitech. 64, Elgato, because no one really would be able to create gameplay videos without them, and they were one of the big major contributors for making recording gameplay possible for a vast majority of people who didn't work in places like G4 or GameSpot or IGN or places like that. 65, webcams. 66, mice. 67, keyboards, because using a computer would be much more difficult without that. 68, light, so you can see. 69, candles, because you're able to, first of all, they smell great, and they have a very calming quality about them that I appreciate. 70, MTV in the 90s, because that was a huge part of bringing me the joy of entertainment. 71, shorts, especially when you live in a humid state like Texas. 72, diapers, because if diapers didn't exist, my mom and dad would have had a much harder time with me taking a shit everywhere. 73, the sun. 74, the moon. 75, seeing colors, because life would suck if your vision was in black and white. 76, cups, so that you have things to drink water out of. 77, bottles. You could drink water out of them, but also other beverages. 78, bricks, because most buildings and houses would not exist without them. Here we go. Here we go. We are on the home stretch. 79, trash bags. 80, trash cans, because could you imagine life without them? That would suck. Here we go. It's getting tougher, but I made it through it. Just wrote down 80 things. So there we go. Let me know. What did you think? Are you able to write down 80 things you're grateful for? Are you doing this same challenge with me every day? But tomorrow, if you thought 80 was tough, we've got quite the doozy to get through, because tomorrow for day 5, we have to... Day 5. From my notes here, we have to write down, so there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. We need to write down 100 things. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow.